Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Hound Dogs with the Great Gibraltar Draft with Hound Dogs. That's the way to do it. Today, we are taking on PSG in the Champions League group stage. This could be our last game in the Champions League. It could be our last game in Europe this season, as we are rock bottom at the moment. But I will show you how we got here, along with a few transfers as well. But let's first show you the transfers, I guess. Before we do, though, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel, of course, so we get more and more of the good stuff that you get to see. But with that said, let's take a little look. So, a couple of players have come in, and a couple of players have left us. Now, I say a couple. One's left us. Paul Cock has left us to join Lincoln. He wanted to go. He just wanted game time because he wasn't going to get it here, and I was happy to oblige. Pretty much it. Leonardo is the Flamengo winger that has joined us. He's looks pretty promising. 18 years old. He's in our under-23s at the moment. Has played a couple of games for our first team off the bench, but generally will be in the under-23s for this season probably. And then Thomas Thurn is a Swedish centre-back / defensive midfielder / right back. He's playing quite a bit right back for us recently because we are struggling to find a right back at the moment. But he's come in. Again, looks very good. He's in the first team. Hopefully he'll be competing for a place in the Swedish squad at some stage. But let's take a look at how we got here with a few of the games we've played in between. So after the great result in the Champions League group stage against Liverpool, drawing 3-3, it was St Joseph in the league that we took on. It was a 1-0 win. Pereira de Sá with that one from a Ndungala cross. We then continued that winning form against Lynx, another 1-0 win. It was just after the half-time break where the substitute Carlson was played through by Romero, who slid it past the keeper. We then had a 0-0 draw in the league against Lions. For the first time in a while, we weren't the better team. And it showed. But we got the draw, a point to point, and we moved on. It was the PSG game next in the Champions League, the first leg of this one at home for PSG, and it was quite a row. We got a little bit battered, I have to say. So today could be very interesting. But initially, Haaland running the show. Hakimi on the right-hand side as well was absolutely dominating. Again, Haaland got his second of the game 12 minutes in. Looking very, very comfortable with PSG. And it was throughout the game. We didn't really challenge enough, at least going forward. That is Ansu Fati this time playing Haaland through. And again, took it round the keeper this time to slot it home for his hat-trick in the first 20 minutes. So it's kind of what we expected. To be honest, I expected it against Liverpool. So us getting a point from them is quite impressive. But yeah, it continued throughout the game. Just before half-time, Haaland got his fourth of the game. Kind of ridiculous, really. Going into the second half, they only scored... We drew with them in the second half, I think, technically. Was that right? Yeah. Well, Haaland got another one. Yeah, it's ridiculous that they managed to get so many goals. But we did get one back, a bit of a consolation goal. But hey, a goal's a goal. And Ndungala working hard down that right-hand side. Ball got played back in for Jean-Christophe Baerback to slot it past the keeper. We reacted well, though, in the league against Europa FC, getting a 4-1 win. A great start. Kingsley crossing it in for Vitinho to score in the early minutes. And then we doubled our lead before half-time with Vitinho finding Gabriel Vinicius, who was able to take it past the defender and slot it into the close corner. Two Brazilians in midfield working very well together, and hopefully that's a partnership that could last a little while as well. Things continued, but this time it was Europa in the second half. You did get the first goal, Fresca getting that one, which did bring it back to 2-1, but it wasn't long until we were able to kind of consolidate and solidify our victory in this one. Gabriel Vinicius playing the ball over the top for the substitute Chibozo, who got 3-1, doubling our lead once again. And then finally, late on in the game, in added time, it was with Vitinho playing it out wide to Mbayamba, who was playing at fullback at this stage, finding Vitinho again into Christophe Baerback for 4-1. It was then Ajax who we took on in the Champions League. A close game, but 1-0 from the penalty spot by Tadic. Again, a reaction in the league, though, as a response to that loss. And it was Romero scoring from the penalty spot initially. Then Pereira de Sá and Vitinho linking up to move the ball wide out to Romero to play that ball through to Salifou Diarasuba, who was able to take it round the keeper to make it 2 before half-time. And then in the second half, again, we got our third. Mbayama starting the playoff. Half pass into Vitinho, who played that ball through to Romero, who was able to slot it in to Salifou's pass once again. And this time it was 3. And then against Glasses United, we had the Gibraltar show. It was quite the showing from him. He absolutely ran this game. Vitinho to Pereira de Sá to Gibraltar, who's absolutely rifled it in from the edge of the box in the first 7 minutes. So it was kind of the start of one hell of a game for him. And Vitinho's penalty doubled our lead only 10 minutes into the game. Was looking pretty comfortable from the very set, and that continued as we went further and further into the game. Got a little bit lucky with the Salafu running through and goal and slotting it past the keeper there. But hey, sometimes you need that luck, and he had to still finish it. So no one's complaining. Mbayama, though, and Murray still working it from the back. A ball over the top by Vitinho to Gibraltar. Got his second of the game, a lovely run, and he was able to bring that down on his chest just to slot it past the keeper. But we weren't done for the first half, as number 5 came in the 40th minute. Gibraltar nodding it down for Salafu, who was able to knock it round the corner for Pereira de Sá for the late run, and he slotted it past the keeper. Now going into the second half, there was only a couple more goals in this one. Jean-Christophe Bareback, though, working hard down that right-hand side, having received it. A ball in, and Carol's header got him there, and it was a lovely, lovely goal. Once again, he was super influential in this game, absolutely ran the show. And then we got another number 7. I think this is number 7 coming through to Carol once again, and this time another smashing hit from the edge of the box. We then had a big title match against Man 62, which unfortunately didn't go our way. We started off well, getting a penalty in the first few minutes with Vitinho getting that one in. And then another second for us, Koch on the left-hand side receiving the ball, fired it across the box, and Undangala was there to just tap it home. That gave us a 2-0 lead and looking quite comfortable going into the second half. And then on the hour mark, we made it 3. Again, we looked very, very good. Salafu Dirasuba playing the ball through to Undangala, who just dinked it over the keeper with a lovely, lovely finish. Now, we thought, okay, nice and easy. We're 3-0 up. We can kind of relax a bit. And I think that's where we went wrong, as it was Man 62 who came forward. Dadasov was able to pop it past the keeper on the 68th minute. Nothing too much to be concerned about at that stage with still a 2-goal lead. But giving up a penalty and Bayaz putting that away made it 3-2. And then only moments later, they were able to get a third to level things up and draw the game against us, which was very, very disappointing as the ball came to the back post for Emran, who smashed it across the box. It hit Murray, went in for 3-3. In the second game against Ajax, it was a hell of a game. Pereira de Sá played it back to Salafu initially for the first effort, where Vitinho's shot came back into Bareback, who was able to get a goal. We took the lead. It was a good start to the game, and we were looking pretty good for a goal, to be fair, in this game throughout. Bergwijn's cross did find Mbom, who was able to head it past the keeper to make it 1-1 at the half an hour mark. They did take the lead. Tagliafico from the free kick, finding Gravenberch, then Bergwijn's ball over the top again, found Mbom, who wasn't going to make a mistake past that keeper once again to make it 2-1. We did react, though, in the second half. We recognised things. Granted, they did kind of give it to us, as the keeper did 2 almost identical mistakes. You saw there, this isn't a replay, this is another goal. That's another goal he scored. Yeah. Identical. I have no idea what he was doing. But in the end, it was Ajax who did take the 3 points in the group, which left us down to this game today to have to win. Not sure about this goal. Gravenberch's header. It fell to the keeper, who caught it, and it apparently went in. I'm not sure about that. Mauro Riccardi, though, was put through on goal, and he slotted it past the keeper to get things back in their favour, that's for sure. And we did have the Pepe Reyes Cup quarter-final against Lynx just before our game today. Bareback with a lovely free kick, initially getting a goal, and then Grubb working it down this right-hand side to get ball forward. And his delivery did end up finding Carlson at the back post for 2-0. So there you have it. That's how we got to this stage. We've played pretty well in Europe, considering. Okay, the PSG game wasn't great, but the ones against Ajax and obviously the first game against Liverpool were pretty good. Also, one thing that's weird is that the second leg for the Pepe Reyes Cup is before the first leg. I think that's because of the Champions League stuff we've got going on. But, hey-ho. Yeah, we're on 1 point, so we have to get a win. If we get a win today, there's a chance that we could go through. Likelihood of that is extremely minimal. Us getting a point today, let alone anything else. And it would only be going into the Europa League. So we'll have to see how it goes. I'm not overly optimistic. I'm not sure we'll be able to get that far. But hey, it's worth giving it a go, right? And it's against PSG, so it'd be a great game. But let's take a look at our team then and what we've got going on for this one. So there are a few players injured and out suspended that have been registered. And obviously there's a bunch of players that aren't registered because of the rules. So we're kind of limited in what we've got. But we do have our DRB in goal, Grub at right back, and Bayama, Murray and Waldenberg as well. Then Harpas just in front of them with Vitinho and Michael ahead. And then Bareback, Pereira de Sá and Diarasuba up top. Obviously Pereira de Sá having to play out wide, which isn't the position I'd want him to play in. We will switch Vitinho and Michael over. But we're going to have to do it. We're going to have to do it and just see how it goes. But with that, let's get stuck in. Just looking at their team is kind of ridiculous. You got Hakimi, Marquinhos, Ignacio, Mendy, Rodri, Gavi, Milinkovic, Savic, Grealish, Haaland, Ansu Fati, and their bench isn't bad either. So this is going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be great fun with only 2 subs on the bench because we can't get anyone else on there. Oh, God. We have got an under-18s now, so we'll be looking to try and develop our own youth players a bit more, hopefully so that they can play in the Champions League and that sort of thing with us. But, yeah, that's kind of the plan in that regard. We're at home today, so hopefully a good crowd. Hopefully a bit of moolah coming in because it's PSG. It's big names, especially with the likes of Erling Haaland playing and that sort of thing. Adiobi with the ball forward, and here we go. We're a minute in, and it's not looking too promising. Rodrigo, though, receiving it into Gavi, who turns, plays it out wide to Hakimi, who's bombing down this right-hand side. He's going to cause absolute issues for Waldenberg, I'm sure, and there's the goal. Ansu Fati tapping it in from across. Hakimi delivering that one on a plate for him. Wasn't going to miss that one. It's 1-0 in 2 minutes. It wouldn't surprise me if it's going to be 2-0 in not too long. And Haaland's ball forward is cut out, but we're not able to make anything of that as Haaland receives it again. But then, again, we cut his pass out, which is good. Our Diaby looking to launch the ball forward. Are we going to? No, we're nowhere near that. Nowhere near it at all. Looking at a bit of pressure on them, but they're just so good on the ball. Waldenberg does well, though, to cut that out, that ball through to Hakimi. Haaland's doing poorly with his passes, and I mean Adiaby doesn't really want to keep the ball in his area as long as possible, which is fair enough, I guess. He knows he's going to concede today, so but a ball over the top to Hakimi, who's bombing down this right hand side again. Gavi into Haaland. Can he get a pass across? He makes that pass this time, and there's Ansu Fati just to tap it home once again. 5 minutes in, it's 2-0. It's not going great. So we're getting close to the half time, and we haven't conceded again. Only 6-7 minutes till half time as Haaland plays the ball through to Ansu Fati, who could get his hat-trick here, and he won't be because it's cleared off the line by Murray. Well done to him for getting that dink over the keeper cleared away. Jack Grealish, though, still on the ball coming forward into Gavi. Rodrigo, he's surely going to look to get it wide. Not quite, as Harpas does foul him in the end. And they get a free kick. But, hey, if we go into half-time at 2-0, I won't be too bad. And you never know. We could... No. I was going to say, you never know. We could get a goal. The Grub's throw-in comes straight to them as Bareback's not able to get that under. So that probably explains it completely. Haaland driving forward once again, whose shot is saved by Ali Diaby. Not the most convincing. He must have struck it quite hard. Didn't look it. But, yeah, there you go. It will be a corner for PSG just before half-time. Sergei Milinkovic, Savic and Haaland went up for that one, but it didn't go towards the goal. And it looks like we might just about hold on at 2-0 at half-time. Let's look at what we're going to do then. I don't think there's much to do, to be honest. A Harpas will take off and we'll bring Cater on. And you know what? Gustav, you can come on for Al Diaby just because why not? Why not? If we get an injury, we can't make a sub anyway, and put in a goalkeeper in goal. Give him the second half, see if he can concede less. There you go. Bit of a challenge for you, Gustav. Don't think it'll actually affect whether you actually get to play or not in the league or next games, but there you go. The game against Liverpool might be a bit of a kind of whitewash. Haaland shot, Gustav saves it. That's the first shot we've seen saved confidently. Let's say that. Al Diaby didn't exactly make a great save against Haaland earlier when it came straight at him. So there you go, Gustav. Well done. Good bit of defensive goalkeeping there, palming it away from goal, out for a corner. But it's really early on in the game. We've had one shot. 2 shots, I lied. We've had 2 shots, and we are coming forward here as the ball's played into Kingsley, the ball's been cut out, and Sergei Milinkovic-Savic has just punted it forward for Haaland to run onto. Murray does manage to win that off him, though. He does very, very well. Abdoulaye Keita, who's come onto the field, finds Vitinho. I don't know who you were passing that to. I'm guessing you were trying to find Woudenberg, but that was an awful pass, so can't really blame Woudenberg for that because that was atrocious. But Ansu Fati receiving the ball, looking out wide to Mendy, who's going to be coming down this left-hand side. Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, back to Mendy, into Milinkovic-Savic. He plays it back to Rodrigo. Back into Gavi. They're keeping the ball really nicely, and we're being played off the park at the moment. Gavi on the ball again. Rodrigo, Gavi. They've got to be looking for Hakimi at some point because look at the space he's got. Mendy looks back to Sergei. I mean, if they score from this is quite the goal, I have to say. As it's played inside. Then Jack Grealish looks around the corner for Mendy, whose ball across finds Haaland. Yeah, I mean, it's a good goal. It would be nice to see us score a goal like that at some stage, but I'll be honest, I'm not sure it's going to happen anytime soon. But hey, there you go. We've still got 38 minutes to go or something, so we've got plenty of time to get back in this. As Grealish takes a corner as it comes in, and Gustav manages to save that, and Grubb clears it off the line. Christ, this is... I mean, Gustav's come on, and he's absolutely been fantastic. So, can't really deny him that. As the header goes wide of the goal, Haaland again could have got, his 4th, I think. So, oh, no, Haaland's only on 1 goal. Yeah, Ansu Fati's got his 2, hasn't he? So, but they're very much in control. Woudenberg, can we put a few passes together, please, and try it? Woudenberg into Pereira de Sá, who is, like I say, having to play out wide today. Not his ideal position, as we like him to be in the middle, but he's there. Vitinho into Pereira de Sá. Can we get a goal? Come on, let's liven things up. Give the crowd something to cheer about. Woudenberg's ball over the top. Finds Salafu. Can he finish it? He can't quite finish that one. It was a nice pass and a lovely little bit of play there to get him that space, but unfortunately, it wasn't to be, and he wasn't able to quite slot it past the keeper, and it is a free kick now for PSG, and that's a goal. Sergei Milinkovic-Savic with his 4th goal of the season, making it 4-0 PSG. Yeah, it could be going better. Let's say that. Let's just try and get through this as quick as possible now. I don't want to see any more. Well, that was a lovely bit of play. I went dead silent there, but because I wasn't really expecting anything to happen from that, but that was great football. And we've got a corner from it. Could this be our goal? Kingsley, ball in, goes up, Vitinho with the header. There you go. Great stuff. That's 1 goal. I mean, if we can keep it at 4-1, we've improved, haven't we? We've done better than we did when we were in Paris. So, Vitinho, free header as well. So that's not bad. But hey, 4-1, three goals in 5 minutes, anyone? I don't think that's going to happen. We need 4 goals, to be honest. But hey, look, we've looked a lot better. We have improved. Gustav has been great in goal, I have to say. He's come on and absolutely done fantastically. Yeah, everyone's demotivated. I know, we're out of the Champions League and all the European competitions. Shut up. Kitoko spotted at Victoria Stadium. Oh, watching for Mbayamba. Oh, interesting. Him and Axel Tuanzebe, who's actually at PSG. So, there you go. Interesting little fact there. Yellow card limit. Great. That's good. Lucas and Grubb. We're going to have no players available for the next game against Liverpool, so that's good. We're going to really have to start, hopefully, developing youngsters, which we've tried to do. I've spoken to the board a few times to try and have them increase the kind of youth facilities. They don't want to increase, and also the youth recruitment. They don't want to increase the staff for the coaching staff at all. So I don't get that at all. We've got plenty of money in there. We've got 14 million in the bank. So I don't get that. But hey, we've passed that. We've passed the qualify for Europa Cup 2. Are we in the Europa Cup 2 then? Is that that's not a thing. Wait. Oh, maybe qualify, of course. Yeah, in the National League. I'm an idiot. The Emirates Cup and the Intermediate League Cup, not important. Facilities being done. Become recognised as the best of the rest. What are you on about? We're going to continue to win the league. We're fighting for the league still, and we can focus on it now that we've been knocked out of the. We can win some more trophies, right? We'll win some more domestic trophies as we go forward. But there you go. Not the greatest result. Certainly next season we'll be looking at a bit more of a tight knit group, and certainly start to develop some more Gibraltar players to really get that sort of side of things. But there you go. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you in the next one.